So, Chief, take us through the events of Tuesday night.
So on Tuesday night at around 11:45 p.m., we received a 911 call for a brush fire, a mulch fire in front of a unit at 6 Messenger Street. Unit number 5, she arrived home from work, noticed that the front bushes were on fire. She called 911. En route, they informed us that the house had started catching fire. So our first arriving companies arrived to a structure fire. A working fire was called. They stretched the line. They put the outside fire out. They thought they had it. Fire had made it inside the second floor of unit number 6, and it had found itself a void space. As crews made entry, they met with heat and high smoke conditions, but couldn't find a seat of the fire, as it was in the walls and going up through the attic. Second alarm was struck. Companies were coming in from other towns. As mutual aid arrived, crews made entry. Additional crews made entry. All 10 units were evacuated. All the people got them out on their own, the people that were home. Under heavy fire conditions inside, a call was made by the inside officer, Deputy Petruchik from Norfolk, who happened to be inside at the time, to have everyone exit the building from the high heat. Once all the crews were out, we went to a third alarm, quickly to a fourth alarm, just to bring in manpower. We're a small town. We run 5 guys at night and during the day, and this is a fire that takes 50 to 60 guys. We've had condominium fires in the past in Franklin where it's been all day. We didn't want that to happen here. As we were able to put some of the fire out, most of our crews were able to get back inside, and the fire was held to just the main fire unit, with some infiltration to neighboring unit number 5. Water damage to number 7, and number 4 had smoke damage. The other 6 townhouses that are connected they're all livable, and there are people will be moving back in this week, with hopes that people will move back into number 4 later this week or early next week. The other 3 units have to be reconstructed.
Where the fire was on Messenger Street, were hydrants available?
Yeah, in 6 Messenger Street has a yard hydrant, so one at the end of their driveway and one at the beginning of the street. We had to have the water department push our water up the hill, though, because it's up the hill. So we have a pump station at the bottom of Messenger, so they were able to come out and boost the pressure for us. Water wasn't our issue. The fire was in the walls, and it had all sorts of places to go, and without us knowing it. And once we were able to open them up and find it, it was just a chase down the void spaces to make sure it wouldn't go to the other units. And we did everything we could to keep it just to those 2.
People evacuated, no injuries, certainly no deaths. Overall, it was probably best case scenario under the circumstances.
Yeah, my guys did a great job. They did a great job on initial size up, figuring out what was going on. They made a good, strong initial attack. It's a fight with fire, and we had to chase it, and we had to fight with it, and it took us an hour and a half to 2 hours. Our mutual aid partners worked out great. We got some experienced officers coming in to help us out. We have a very young department, a very small department, and a fire like this is not a 5-man fire. This is a 5-town, and what turned out to be a 10-town fire, sending 4 or 5 guys each. So we had 50 to 60 people on scene. Everyone worked together. This is what mutual aid's about. Especially in these times where all of us need more staff. Volume is up. As you can see, our station's half empty today because we're out on 3 calls right now. This is how it goes. We live with it, and we do everything we can to help each other. We've been to 2 other fires since that in Rentham, since that night. So as long as we continue working together, we're going to be successful. This was a best case scenario. For us, no one got hurt. Everyone was safe. All the occupants were out. No firefighters were hurt. I have no complaints at all. Our guys did a great job, and I'm very proud of them.
Well, Chief, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much.